Every night, we close our eyes and drift into a realm brimming with symbols, stories, and riddles, a place where our deepest fears and desires speak to us through images. Since the dawn of civilization, dreams have been interpreted as messages from gods, windows into other worlds, or puzzling reflections of the human mind. One of the most influential figures to systematically explore the terrain of dreams was Carl Gustav Jung. Born in Switzerland in 1875, Jung devoted his life to plumbing the depths of the psyche, establishing groundbreaking theories about our unconscious world. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Jung believed that dreams are not merely random neural firings or disguised wish fulfillments. Rather, they are profound communications from our unconscious. In his view, each dream is a meticulously crafted drama, reflecting both personal struggles and universal themes shared by all of humanity. In this documentary, we will embark on a journey through the landscapes of the dreaming mind. We will discover how Jung interpreted the symbols that appear in our dreams, how these symbols mirror our inner psychological conflicts, and how they can guide us toward transformation and wholeness. Join us as we unlock the secrets of the sleeping mind. To understand why Jung's approach to dream analysis is so unique, we first need to explore the life and times of this intriguing man. Carl Gustav Jung was born on July 26, 1875 in Keswil, a small village by Lake Constance in Switzerland. His father was a pastor. His mother came from a family rumored to possess spiritual gifts. From a young age, Jung was torn between the rational, scientific perspectives of his father's world and the mystical, often unspoken realm that his mother hinted at through her beliefs and experiences. As a child, Jung was notably introspective. He often spent time alone, engaging in vivid fantasies. These early formative experiences set the stage for the adult thinker who would champion introspection and the power of the human imagination. Jung pursued medicine at the University of Basel and later specialized in psychiatry. During his time at Bergelsli, a renowned psychiatric hospital in Zurich, he began working with word association tests. His findings led him to conclude that the unconscious mind carries emotional complexes that can be detected through subtle changes in reaction time. In the early 1900s, Jung came into contact with Sigmund Freud, and the two men formed a momentous professional partnership. Initially, they shared a close bond, with Freud even considering Jung his intellectual heir. However, their relationship deteriorated as Jung's ideas increasingly diverged from Freud's. While Freud placed a primary emphasis on sexual instincts and repressed drives, Jung believed that the unconscious was far more expansive. One of Jung's major disagreements with Freud was the interpretation of dreams. Freud famously saw dreams as veiled expressions of suppressed wishes, mostly sexual in nature. Jung, on the other hand, felt that dreams were an avenue to explore not only personal repressed material, but also mythic, cultural, and even spiritual dimensions of the human experience. After splitting from Freud, Jung found himself in a period of deep introspection, which led to a profound personal crisis. During this time, he experienced vivid dreams and visions, some of which he recorded in what would later be known as the Red Book. This introspective journey became the crucible in which Jung refined many of his key theories, including the concept of the collective unconscious and the process he called individuation. The stage was set for Jung's unique contribution to understanding dreams. While he acknowledged the personal unconscious, he saw an even deeper layer, a collective realm of archetypes and universal symbols that shape our dreams, myths, and cultural narratives. This perspective stands at the very heart of Jungian dream analysis. When we talk about Jungian dream analysis, we are delving into a system built upon two foundational ideas: the collective unconscious and archetypes. Jung believed that the psyche comprises multiple levels. The topmost level is the conscious mind, everything we are aware of in our daily life, including the ego, which organizes our sense of identity. Below that lies the personal unconscious, a reservoir for thoughts, memories, and desires that have been pushed out of awareness or simply forgotten. However, Jung posited that there is a deeper layer called the collective unconscious. This realm holds universal, primordial images and motifs, what he referred to as archetypes, that are shared by humanity regardless of culture or background. These archetypes are not inherited ideas in a literal sense, but rather innate patterns of understanding and experience. They show up in myths, fairy tales, religious rituals, and of course, in our dreams. In Jungian dream analysis, the dreams we experience each night can be viewed as a dialogue between the conscious mind and the unconscious realms, both personal and collective. A dream might depict everyday anxieties, unresolved interpersonal conflicts, or symbolize an archetypal pattern such as the hero's journey or the divine child. The uniqueness of Jung's approach lies in how he treats the dream figure or symbol not as an intentionally disguised wish, but rather as a complex image that can illuminate psychic truths. For Jung, dreams often serve a compensatory function, offering balance to our one-sided conscious attitudes. If we are overly rational in waking life, for instance, our dreams may be filled with irrational, magical themes or archetypal figures, nudging us to integrate the parts of ourselves we neglect. Compensation is a key principle here. The psyche seeks wholeness, and the unconscious will respond to the conscious mind's biases by presenting content designed to restore equilibrium. Consequently, working with dreams becomes a way of bridging the gap between who we think we are and the full spectrum of our potential. Of course, interpreting dreams is no simple matter. Jung did not subscribe to a fixed dictionary of symbols. Instead, he believed that while certain archetypal images, like a snake or a wise old man, might have universal resonance, the exact meaning for any individual depends on their personal context, emotional state, and waking life situations. By marrying the archetypal lens to personal experience, Jungian dream analysis stands as a powerful therapeutic approach, inviting us to engage our imagination, reflect on the story the dream is telling, and uncover insights that can dramatically shift our inner landscape. Archetypes are the structural core of the collective unconscious. In our dreams, they often manifest as symbolic figures or motifs. Let's explore some of the most prominent ones Jung identified. The persona is the mask we wear in daily life, the social role or identity we present to the world. In dreams, it might appear as a costume, a uniform, or a role we are playing on a stage. If you dream of yourself as an actor in a play, it could reflect tensions or questions around how you present yourself publicly. The shadow embodies all the traits and impulses we deny or repress: anger, envy, fear, or taboo desires. In dreams, the shadow might appear as a menacing stranger, a monster, or even a dark, foggy figure lurking in the background. Recognizing and integrating the shadow is often a pivotal step in personal growth. These archetypes represent the inner feminine within a man, anima, and the inner masculine within a woman, animus. They can appear in dreams as figures of the opposite sex who provoke strong emotion, sometimes attraction, sometimes aversion. Engaging with them can bring about greater psychological balance. Also known as the sage or the wise elder, this archetype might appear in dreams as a guiding mentor, a teacher, a shamanic figure, or even a mythical deity. They often impart wisdom, offering crucial insight into the dreamer's current life situation. The self, for Jung, is the central archetype. It represents the wholeness of the psyche and the guiding force behind individuation. In a dream, the self might be symbolized by a mandala, a radiant figure, or an experience of profound unity. It points toward the harmony between our conscious and unconscious realms. While these categories help us map out dream symbolism, it's important to remember that each dreamer's personal associations can drastically shape the meaning. A snake, for instance, might be terrifying to one individual, but revered by another with a cultural or religious background that venerates serpents. For Jung, the interplay of personal symbolism and archetypal imagery in a single dream underscores just how multilayered our interior world can be. By analyzing how these archetypes and symbols surface in dreams, we begin to unravel the threads that connect personal conflicts to universal human themes, shining light on the deeper transformations that await us. One of the most compelling aspects of Jungian dream analysis is how it reveals our internal conflicts through what Jung termed the shadow. This archetype comprises the traits and desires we reject or find unacceptable in ourselves, things we might call weaknesses, faults, or immoral tendencies. Because acknowledging them threatens our self-image, we push them out of conscious awareness. However, our repressed traits don't simply vanish. They reside in the unconscious and often surface in our dreams as shadow figures. You might dream of a terrifying adversary, an outcast who wreaks havoc, or a frightening creature that stalks you through unfamiliar streets. These figures may seem wholly alien, yet Jung believed they represent a part of ourselves that is crying out for acceptance and integration. If left unexamined, the shadow can lead to projection, causing us to attribute our own unrecognized qualities onto others. For instance, a person who vehemently criticizes another's selfishness might be struggling with a part of their own psyche that longs for more personal freedom or indulgence, but cannot accept it consciously. Dream analysis becomes a powerful tool in resolving these inner conflicts. By recognizing the shadow in our dreams, we gain an opportunity to dialogue with it, to ask, "What do you want? Why do you haunt me?" Jungian therapy often encourages creative engagement with shadow figures through techniques such as active imagination, where the dreamer mentally interacts with the dream character. Over time, such engagement reveals what the shadow has to teach us, perhaps about setting healthy boundaries, acknowledging repressed ambitions, or developing empathy for our own vulnerabilities. This reconciliation process is central to what Jung called individuation, the path towards psychological maturity. When we integrate our shadow, it ceases to be an enemy and becomes a source of renewed energy and authenticity. Dreams are a nightly invitation to take these steps, showing us the tensions in our inner world and offering a stage on which to work them out symbolically. While confronting the shadow can be unsettling, Jung saw it as a necessary step toward wholeness. After all, true self-knowledge requires us to face not only our admirable qualities, but also those we find uncomfortable or disturbing. This honest confrontation, repeated over time through dream work and conscious reflection, paves the way for profound personal transformation. Dream analysis within the Jungian framework is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It is a creative and deeply personal endeavor. Nonetheless, there are several key techniques that Jung pioneered or refined, making it easier for us to engage with dream material in a meaningful way. The first and simplest step is keeping a dream journal. The moment you wake up, jot down every detail you can recall: colors, emotions, people, objects, and settings. Because dream memories fade quickly, even a few minutes delay can lead to loss of vital information. Over time, patterns will emerge, recurring symbols, emotions, and scenarios that can offer significant insight into persistent inner conflicts or growth points. Unlike Freud, who had a more standardized approach to symbolic interpretation, Jung believed that symbols must be explored in both a personal and cultural context. Amplification is the process of broadening the meaning of a dream symbol by connecting it to mythology, art, literature, and collective motifs. For example, if you dream of a serpent, you might explore serpents in world mythology, ranging from the Egyptian cobra goddess Wadjet to the Greek Ouroboros. This broader cultural lens often reveals layers of meaning that can resonate with your personal life in surprising ways. Another technique is personal association. Here, you examine your unique emotional responses and memories related to the dream's figures or objects. If the dream involved a blue car, ask yourself, what does a blue car remind me of in my life? When have I encountered a similar situation? The aim is to excavate personal connections that can clarify why these images surfaced. Perhaps the most distinctive Jungian method is active imagination. In this practice, you enter a kind of meditative or light trance state while focusing on a dream image or scenario. Rather than merely recalling the dream, you allow the scene to continue unfolding in your mind, and you actively speak with the characters or objects. It's a way of bringing unconscious content into conscious dialogue. Over time, new images, feelings, or insights may emerge, offering guidance for personal conflicts or spiritual questions. Many individuals engage in Jungian dream work with the help of a trained analyst or therapist. This setting provides a safe container to explore the emotional undercurrents and historical contexts that might be shaping a dream. The therapist might gently challenge you to consider alternative angles, or they might introduce mythological and cultural references that give new depth to a symbol. The interplay between your subjective associations and the therapist's broader perspective can help decode dream messages in a comprehensive manner. Through these methods, Jungian dream analysis transforms your nighttime reveries into a roadmap. Each symbol, figure, and emotional tone is a clue leading you toward unresolved questions, hidden talents, or even suppressed wounds. Engaging with these clues is an act of self-discovery, and in Jung's estimation, an indispensable part of the journey toward individuation. To truly appreciate how Jungian dream analysis can guide personal transformation, let us explore a few hypothetical case examples that highlight the power of symbols to expose inner conflict and prompt growth. Anna is a 30-year-old teacher who repeatedly dreams of wandering through a grand old mansion. Each time, she discovers a locked door that she cannot open. She feels anxious yet intrigued by whatever lies behind it. In therapy, Anna begins to associate this locked door with her reluctance to confront childhood memories of academic pressure and fear of failure. Amplification connects the image to myths of forbidden rooms, like Bluebeard's castle, suggesting hidden and potentially frightening truths. By engaging in active imagination, Anna opens the door in her mind, discovering not a monster but her younger self, cowering with shame and seeking reassurance. Through this, Anna begins to acknowledge her fear of not living up to expectations. Over time, she becomes more willing to express her own needs, both at work and in her personal life. David, a 45-year-old business executive, dreams repeatedly of a snake coiled at the foot of his bed. Initially, David finds it horrifying. In waking life, he is extremely organized, prides himself on control, and has little patience for unpredictability. By exploring global snake symbolism, serpents can represent wisdom, rebirth, danger, or healing. David learns that the snake might also be a symbol of transformation, as in the shedding of its skin. Personally, David realizes he has been stifling a deep desire to leave his corporate job and pursue a creative passion. The snake, initially a menacing figure, becomes a teacher, showing him the necessity of shedding old layers to grow. Veronica, a 35-year-old artist, experiences a terrifying dream of being chased by a hooded figure through an abandoned city. She labels the figure the stalker. During analysis, she discovers that the figure's presence intensifies whenever she feels overshadowed by other artists' success. Through association, Veronica identifies the stalker as her repressed competitive drive and anger. She realizes she shunned these emotions because she believes good people should never feel envy. In active imagination, she confronts the stalker and realizes it holds not just anger, but also a potent creative force she has denied. Over time, Veronica learns to accept her competitive side and channels it into a healthy drive to improve her artwork rather than ignore it. These examples illustrate how dream symbols can highlight conflicts we are barely aware of in waking life. By taking these messages seriously, exploring them through amplification, association, and active imagination, we can transform nightmares into guiding lights and discover aspects of ourselves that yearn to be acknowledged. Central to Jungian psychology is the concept of individuation, a process by which a person integrates the conscious and unconscious parts of their psyche, moving toward a more balanced and whole sense of self. Dreams play a critical role in this journey because they provide nightly snapshots of our inner landscape, often revealing where our conscious attitudes are out of sync with deeper truths. Individuation is not about becoming perfect, it is about becoming real, embracing both our light and our darkness. It often begins when we recognize that certain aspects of ourselves are undeveloped or repressed. These can be positive qualities we're afraid to own, or negative traits we'd rather deny. Either way, individuation calls us to integrate these pieces into our sense of identity, fostering authenticity. Dreams that signal progression in individuation may feature themes of healing, reconciliation, or union. For instance, if a person dreams of making peace with a previously threatening figure, it might indicate that they have begun to accept a shadow aspect of themselves. Alternatively, encountering a wise guide in a dream can suggest that an individual is ready for the next stage of personal growth. Often, symbolic images such as mandalas, circular designs that represent wholeness, appear as a natural expression of the psyche's drive toward unity. Jung himself painted numerous mandalas during his period of intense inner exploration, seeing them as representations of the self. From a therapeutic standpoint, the dream-driven individuation process can have profound effects on emotional well-being. People who engage with their dreams regularly may find that anxieties lessen as they bring hidden conflicts to light. They might also discover renewed creativity or a clearer sense of purpose, as unacknowledged talents and passions are finally recognized. This process is rarely linear. Individuals might see progress one month, only to experience disorienting or regressive dreams the next. Yet Jung taught that even these challenging sequences are meaningful, signaling where more work is needed. Over time, conscious effort and patience enable us to glean wisdom from the unconscious messages. The ultimate promise of individuation, as guided by dream analysis, is an enriched life, one where we are not merely victims of our past or slaves to our hidden urges, but active participants in a creative dialogue with our deepest nature. In this sense, to pay attention to dreams is to enter into a conversation with the very core of who we are. Even though Carl Jung's career peaked nearly a century ago, his approach to dream analysis remains deeply relevant in the modern world. In an era of rapid technological change, many people seek grounded, meaningful ways to understand themselves. Jungian dream work offers just such a path, one that respects personal uniqueness while connecting us to universal human patterns. Today, dream journaling has become more accessible than ever, with digital applications enabling people to record their dreams in real time. Some apps even include automated prompts for reflection or connections to broader symbolic databases. While Jung would caution against overly generic interpretations, these tools can serve as gateways for deeper inquiry, especially when paired with personal reflection or professional guidance. Jung's ideas have also permeated popular culture. Many contemporary films, novels, and video games are infused with archetypal themes such as the hero's quest, the struggle with a shadowy adversary, or the transformative power of a sacred relic. Observant viewers may notice these themes echoing throughout the story arcs, reflecting the same patterns that Jung identified in the collective unconscious. In the therapeutic realm, Jungian analysts continue to practice worldwide, drawing on classical Jungian methods while integrating new insights from neuroscience and other fields. They employ dream analysis as a core tool to help clients navigate personal crises, unlock creative potential, and foster a sense of spiritual depth. Dream groups also meet in many cities, offering a communal space where individuals share and interpret dreams collaboratively, expanding the interpretive possibilities through diverse perspectives. Moreover, interdisciplinary research into dreams, combining psychology, cognitive science, anthropology, and even artificial intelligence, draws upon Jung's foundational idea that dreams serve important adaptive and integrative functions. While we still can't pinpoint exactly why we dream, Jung's legacy invites us to consider that dreams have significance beyond mere physiological processes. They may well be guiding us toward uncharted realms of personal insight. In this modern context, Jungian dream analysis stands as a fascinating intersection between age-old human curiosity and cutting-edge dialogues about the nature of consciousness. Whether you're a skeptic seeking rational self-improvement or a spiritual seeker looking for symbolic meaning, the dream world offers an open invitation to explore the unknown within yourself. By continuing to engage with our dreams, we fulfill a timeless human tradition, one that acknowledges the night's whispers as vital messages, bridging the daylight realm of logic with the twilight realm of imagination. We have traversed a winding path through Carl Jung's philosophy and methods of dream interpretation. Along the way, we've uncovered how symbols can represent our hidden desires, unspoken fears, and untapped strengths, how they can illuminate emotional blockages and, ultimately, guide us toward personal growth. From the historical backdrop of Jung's early life and his break with Freud, to the nuanced practices of dream journaling, amplification, and active imagination, the heart of Jungian dream analysis remains this simple yet profound proposition. Our minds possess depths we scarcely acknowledge, and dreams serve as a gateway to those depths. Indeed, dreams often speak a language of paradox and metaphor. A single image, a locked door, a coiled snake, a hooded stalker, can encapsulate a wealth of emotional complexity. While they may baffle or even frighten us at first, embracing them can be the key to unlocking new dimensions of self-awareness. Jung reminded us that we are not just isolated egos drifting alone in a random cosmos. Instead, our personal experiences connect to collective archetypes that have shaped human culture for millennia. By recognizing the archetypal patterns in our own dreams, we tap into a lineage of myth, legend, and shared human experience, bringing a sense of belonging and continuity into our individual journeys. Ultimately, dream work is not limited to therapy sessions. It can be a lifelong practice, a sacred art that allows us to engage in a nightly dialogue with the hidden corners of our psyche. We can each become explorers of our inner worlds, forging alliances with the stranger within, healing old wounds, and igniting sparks of creativity that can illuminate our waking lives. In a world often characterized by distraction and external focus, Jung's approach to dream analysis calls us to turn inward. By honoring what emerges from the unconscious, we stand at the threshold of our own transformation. In the stillness of night, our dreams may well carry the seeds of wisdom, urging us to listen and grow. In responding, we not only better understand ourselves, we also join a timeless human quest for meaning. As we conclude this documentary, remember that dream analysis, according to Jung, is more than an intellectual exercise. It's an invitation, a pathway that beckons to all who are willing to journey into the uncharted depths of the psyche, where symbols come alive and transformation is possible.